Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Reds will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Lance Lynn gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Striding in, Nick Senzel, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. He takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately, that can't be denied, but this is the perfect guy, right spot.
And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Nicholas Castellanos. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. 2 balls and a strike now. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things.
To the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. 1-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eugenio Suarez becomes the first out of the inning. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. Uh-oh, this one goes behind him at the plate. Careful now, it's ball 2. And oh my, that pitch is behind him up around the shoulders, and he won't like that much. The 3-2 pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And that hit batsman may be the one that breaks the camel's back. I have a feeling the home plate umpire's seen enough of our starter, and indeed he has. He's ejected him from the ball game, and really I can't blame him.
No, Matt, that's pretty much automatic. With a warning already issued, anything that comes in that tight is going to be treated with zero tolerance. That's just the way it works, and now the bullpen is going to have to pick up the slack.
Tyler Chatwood will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. And he strikes him out here, so he's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. Anthony DeSclafani starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Big sweeping breaking ball and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know. For a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Currently 9th in the NL in hitting entering play. He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Anthony Rizzo becomes the 2nd out of the bottom of the 1st. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here. And it's
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Up 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. 2nd inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Gordon's got it cleanly, and the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. 1-2 now. Well, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, the Reds have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
And this could be a wake-up call for this first-place team. No team in first place likes to get swept, so this could be a key game and also a key game in a divisional series.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They lead it 4-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Looking at his career totals, Happ comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. 3-1 to him now. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hit back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So digging in now, Mike Moustakas looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Caratini gathers, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. The next Cub up, Victor Caratini, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already, and able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Victor Caratini is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. The 2-2. Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Suarez waits on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Digging in, George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Outside, 2-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a pool.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Aristides Aquino. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Fouled off. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. The count now at 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Fouled away. Aquino gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, Josh Van Meter. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Runner goes for second. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Six runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Reds 6 and the Cubs nothing. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side, fielded by Galvis. And there's out number 2. Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And it's fouled away. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Drilled on the ground is short. Galvis has it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ryan Abreu gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another shot now. Nicholas Castellanos. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Gordon's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready once again, Joey Votto. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3. Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Now back, first baseman.
So stepping in, Nolan Jones hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
This is when you start to lose your mind a little bit. You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pitch on the way. And this is fouled at the plate. The next 1-2 pitch. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled away. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Hit well on the ground to first. On to the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still find themselves down 6-zip. In now for the Reds, Mike Moustakas, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We all know he's a really good hitter, and this is probably a good example why. He fell behind 0-2, but knowing they're probably going to try to get him to chase a pitcher's pitch, he got really patient. He's still up against the ropes a little, but he's in a much better position now on a 2-2 count.
To the plate now, Aristides Aquino. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. There's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up. And the count will be full. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So in now for Chicago, Nick Gordon 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The right fielder, number 4.
Into the box now, George Springer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
We got full count.
This is in the air out to right field. Aquino is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 44.
Striding forward now is the DH, Anthony Rizzo. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And it's fouled away.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready to take his hacks again, Josh Van Meter, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Up with it, Caratini. And he makes the throw to first. Van Meter is retired, and there's one away. Into the box, Freddie Galvis. It was a walk in his last trip. The 2-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. Striding into the box, Nick Senzel. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Another full count pitch home. High in the air out to center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They lead it 6-0. And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And this throw gets away from him. And he will make it all the way around to score. And cue up the organ music because there was some treacherously bad defense on that play.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
At the plate now, Chris Bryant. He loses him on ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 2-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Nolan Jones will be next. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Jorge Soler will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. First and second now, 1 man out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Two and two to Jorge Soler. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Senzel is there. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping in, Victor Caratini. Will Myers will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Fouled off. The 1-2. Two down, runners at first and second. Fouled away. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
3-2 now.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Senzel backing up on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Will Myers will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate.
Now playing first base. Number 13, Jorge Soler.
Austin Romine is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Austin.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Now
Trey Wingener is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. The 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Full count now. 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he misses it.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Back goes Springer at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They lead it 6-1.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move in. The later innings, down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, "It ain't over till it's over." Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
2-1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Cubs are down in order. They trail 6-1.
Your attention, please. This change defensively for the Cubs.
Craig Kimbrell enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And that misses 2-1.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
Kimbrell pauses. Here's the 3-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
2-2 count. Here it comes.
Full count, 3-2.
Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to 3rd. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Josh Van Meter. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. 1 out and a runner on 3rd. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Romine has it, and he makes the throw to first. Van Meter is retired, 2 down now.
The batter, number 3.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 2-1 the count.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from 3rd crosses the plate. It's now 7-1.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel. And he fouls this one off.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Bryant will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Reds 7 and the Cubs 1. Nate Jones, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 57.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. All even now, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now
Digging in next will be
The
Chris
first
Bryant.
baseman.
He's hitless in his
Chris
2 at-bats so far.
Bryant.
A ball and a strike now to Bryant. And it's 1-2. Jones, the former Chicago White Sox. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Beautiful diving stop to first. He's out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds sweep the series and continue to set the pace in the division. 7-1 the final today. The Reds wrap up their 20th road win of the season.
Final line score
Anthony
for